Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of our Coming to Australia August episodes. And for this episode, I'll be showing you and explaining to you the opportunity that I met. I chose to spend it here in Araluen for this episode. It's a botanical garden here in Perth, and this is the best time to visit during the winter spring season. So behind me are the tulips. March 17, 2014 was the day when I met an opportunity. My husband's colleague invited us for a cooking show to go to our friend's house. And during that time, I was not even cooking. My husband does the cooking 100% of the time. And my husband told me it's around $5,000 cookwares. And so I said, ooh, what are we going to cook there? Gold? Why is it that expensive? And so we made an agreement. We're not buying anything. And so we went. We brought our kids. And then as I was listening to the presentation, I was surprised that I don't know how to cook, but how simple they cooked. And they cooked a lot of things, corn, vegetables, but they didn't really put any seasonings at all, like salt, fried chicken, fried without anything. And then come eating time, I was so impressed that my children, they liked the food. The cake were full of veggies. But then my little Kaden, 1.5-year-old during that time, he ate the cake as well. And then my children, they all loved the chicken. And then my daughter, she really loved the corn cooked without anything. And that really sold me, the flavor of the food. And I myself, I'm not really good into cooking, in cooking, but then I know what a good food tastes like without much seasoning, but it tastes very nice. That's my kind of food. And so, right on that day, especially after the pot test, where we do the comparison of different cookwares, and during that time, I used a non-stick cookware, and we can really taste the difference. I said to my husband, I cannot go back home with this cookware and feeding the children in this kind of material, knowing the chemical reaction that's happening during cooking. So we decided to invest in a set on that night. During the presentation, maybe because I'm really a business-minded person, I didn't know it back then, but I was asking the presenter how to do what you're doing and how to earn money by doing that kind of presentation. And my husband even told me, I think you can do that presentation, because back in the Philippines, I actually volunteered for trainings, but it's about accounting. But then here, it's about cooking. So I was thinking, since the one who cooked are couples, so then I'd probably bring my husband, so he'll be the one cooking, I'll be the one talking. That was the plan. In Saladmaster, we always do this open house, which is kind of business opportunity night. And so I went. I remember that was April 1st of 2014. I attended the open house and I saw the money. And I was an accountant back then, so I was really into money and making money. And we're immigrants. We're establishing our new life, so we're looking for ways to earn extra money. And I was able to set a goal that I want to recover my $6,000 investment because through the commissions. And if I earn that money, I will quit the job, because during that time when I was in Department of Finance, I really made a decision. I'm always forward thinking, always see myself 5-10 years, what's gonna happen. When I land the position in Department of Finance, I made the decision that I'm gonna stay here for the rest of my life here in Australia, because it's a full-time role. I'm at level 4 when I left, and I was projecting to be at level 10, which is the highest position during that time there. And there was a Filipina in the finance department, which is the highest position in there. I was aiming and dreaming that one day I'll hopefully reach that position too. But then Saladmaster came, and after setting that goal of $6,000, I went on, trained myself. I took it very seriously. Like the script, I memorized it. I remember waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning just so the house is quiet, and I read the script and I recorded my voice on my phone, and then I kept on hearing it over and over again, even when I'm at work, when I'm cleaning the house, when I'm driving. Anything I put myself into, I really put a lot of time, effort, and I really want to learn so much about it. I was so lucky that during my training days, my dealer sent over here a beautiful Australian lady, very young, to train me. And I saw her, she did it on her own. I recorded her demo, and then from then on, I set a goal of I want to be like her. I want to do my presentation just like what she did during my training. So it's good because I was able to practice doing it on my own. Because if I bring my husband as my initial plan, it will be difficult because he went into night shift, and the demo normally happens at nighttime. So I decided to just learn it by my own and to do the demo myself with my 3 children. It was not an easy start because for someone who didn't know how to cook, not into sales, I was very shy. I am not really that open. I'm not really into talking to people because in my job, in the accounts, I'm just in front of my computer all day. So I'm not really used in talking to people. And that's my kind of personality as well. I don't really go out. I just keep working. I told you 7 days I'm working. So yeah, it was not easy, but I think I put a lot of effort to learn. It's doable. It's not easy, but it's doable. So the $6,000 goal I set in the beginning, I recovered that in 6 weeks. Imagine. And then during that time, there was a travel club going to Pan Pacific Nirvana in Bali, Indonesia. And the end of the qualification is June 30, and it started, and it's for 4 months. But when I joined, my first set was April 25th. So I was thinking, how can I qualify for that when I only have, 2.5 months to qualify? So I didn't really thought about it. But then, I was able to qualify for 2 tickets. I don't know, maybe hard work. I cook like 4-7 demos a week. I took every opportunity for demo. I didn't say no, even if I had a little bit of headache, a little bit of tummy problem. No one's taking care of kids, I'll bring them. I don't know, I just didn't give any excuses. I just went on, and it became so good that I recover my money. I get commissions every week, and I got a free travel to Bali. And of course, it's just me and my husband, but I paid so I can bring my 3 children. It's always been like that. Every time there's a travel club, I'll be bringing my kids along. I think it's important to give back because during demo, of course, sometimes I will have less time for them because I'm very busy working. But then in a travel club, that's when I pay back all those lost moments with them. So it was a good start. I met probably a lot of good people that invested, and the finance in Australia, it was very easy. No interest, no deposit. So it's so easy to make a sale. You just have to work hard. So it was a good start. After 2 months, I became senior consultant, which is another level, a higher commission. And then after 4 months, after that travel in Pan Pacific Nirvana, that was a very good travel. I remember, by the way, that travel opened up my mind to how big this business is. I was able to talk to the leaders. I was able to talk to different people who's doing this business in Australasia, and it broadened my view about Saladmaster. And after that trip, that's a 1-week trip, I made up my mind. I want to quit my full-time job. I'm the type of person, I always listen to my intuition, to my instinct. I always want to listen to what this world is telling me. I have learned that through time. And this is another redirection. That sometimes you plan your life, but then something else is, someone else is planning a better one for you. This is another example of that. So during the time that I was making my decision if I'm gonna quit my job, the travel club in Bali happened. The person who's taking care of Caden needs to go back to the Philippines, so that left me with no one to help me with Caden. Number 3, my office, which is just 5 minutes away from my home, suddenly will be moved to the city, which will be an extra 30 minutes time travel by train, and then another 30 minutes going back. And I can't afford that because no one will pick up the kids because my husband is also working. And so all these things are happening, plus other more things, that it's kinda, I felt like this world is talking to me to quit my job, which what I did so easily. It was one of the biggest decisions I've done in my life, but it was not hard at all. It was an easy decision. I went back from Bali, I tendered my resignation and in Department of Finance, and I was thinking, what could go wrong? I started in Australia with nothing. I can always establish myself, and we can always go back to nothing and then establish ourselves again. I was so courageous during that time. I was thinking, if Saladmaster will not be good, I know myself that much. I can do other job. I'll apply. I don't mind really about what other people will say. I don't have much ego or pride in my life. I will just do whatever. For example, if Saladmaster is not good and I need to look for another job, I can do cleaning job. I can do other gardening, I don't know, whatever. Just to support my family, I'll do. And I don't really mind about other people. So I think it gave me so much confidence and courage. And now looking back, that was the best decision I've done in my life, to quit my job, because I free up myself. I free up my time to do whatever I want. Because before, I have to go there Monday to Friday from 7 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're not free. There's someone controlling your time. But of course, in the government, I'm earning money every fortnight. Whatever I do, I'll just sit down in front of my computer. I can do it so easily. But in Saladmaster, if you don't work, you don't earn. If you don't have a sale, you don't get commission. That's reality. But then, I don't know, it's a good product. If you have a good product, the business process is there as well to help you. You don't need to do your own thing. There's a script, there's a guideline, there's a video training, and there's people you can ask, not just in Australia, but all around the globe. And with the help of Facebook, you can easily connect to anyone to ask the information. So I had a very good start, but it was not a bed of roses all the time. Like any other thing, like any other businesses, there will be disappointments, challenges, a lot of heartaches as well, because it's a people business. You're dealing with a lot of people, and physical job as well. By the way, after 2 years of staying in Saladmaster, we were lucky. My husband and I got an opportunity to buy a grocery. It's a Filipino grocery near our place, and I'll tell you how we bought it. We were going in that grocery, and my husband and I were thinking of, having our own grocery. So we asked the owner of how much to establish a grocery like that, and so we showed our interest. And so when the time comes that she's willing to give it up because she's getting older and she cannot manage it anymore, we were the one she asked. And so we did not argue with the price. We just grabbed it. When the opportunity comes, we just grab it and embrace it. We look for the money. We have money, but then not enough. But then we find ways again to buy that grocery. Thank God we were able to do it. And we managed that for 3 long years. And it was good because when we started that grocery, the people sending money, the remittances we're processing were only 100 every month. When we sold the grocery, 600 remittances we processing every month. It was really a good opportunity for us. Also because during that time when we just bought it, a few days, my husband lost his job. There was a recession in in Perth, and so mining is down, and so he lost his job, and so that's a good opportunity for him not to look for another job but just to stay in our grocery, while me in the meantime doing Saladmaster. So we were both self-employed and we managed to survive just by working hard. There will be lots of rejections, there will be lots of no's, lots of people who try to bring you down. The problem sometimes, when you are good in what you're doing, people around you somehow see you as a competition or a competitor instead of being supportive of you. I've experienced that. I've experienced customers who are very difficult, mad, angry, probably they have so much problem in their life and they throw it to me. But the thing is, this is one thing that I didn't do. I didn't quit, even in times of challenges. And I think that's one thing that I want you to learn in this video, is that what I noticed in the past 7 years that I've been doing Saladmaster is it's very common for people to leave something when it's not good anymore. They're happy, they're flying, they're selling, and there's lots of good things happening. But the moment it gets bad, they easily quit. I'll tell you something. No matter what business you are into, no matter what business you do, no matter what job you do, there will always be problems. It will never change. There will be opportunities, challenges. There will be happiness and sadness. It's always like that. It will just keep rotating. So this is my question. Why in times of challenges you keep leaving and find another opportunity? When in fact, in that opportunity, in the next one, it will be the same. So what's gonna happen? You will keep leaving, and you will never get anywhere. The one thing that I did right, I stayed despite the challenges. I stayed true to what I think is right, and I kept working hard until I reached the level after 4 years of becoming a Saladmaster dealer. By the way, as a Saladmaster distributor, I am in charge of managing my team. So in here, I'm actually building people, training them to be good at the presentation and in this business, and hopefully to achieve what I achieved. So that has been the reward that through me, I was able to help and develop a lot of people. And I think the good thing about sales, because it's not easy to be in sales, you will develop yourself eventually without you knowing it. I was able to develop my public speaking skills. I was able to develop my confidence. Before, when I know that the guests tomorrow are Aussie or English speaking people, I will be very, very nervous. I can't sleep the night before and I have to prepare, because I have this mindset that if I'm in front of English speaking people, that they're better than me. I have this inferiority complex of speaking English, because that has been my weakness and my least subject when I was in college. It was so difficult for me to speak English. But through time, through this business, I did like 100 demos every year for the past 7 years, traveling to different places, whether it's regional, regardless where. And through that, I was able to develop a lot of things in myself. I was able to discover a lot of things about me, that I can do this, how strong I am, how patient I am, because you need a lot of patience to do this business, how hardworking I am, and a lot of things. And I thank God, because in the past 4 years, we traveled to different places. And as I said, all of those, I brought my children along. So we've been to Phuket, Thailand. We went to Boracay, Philippines. We went to Japan, Tokyo, Japan. And that was a very memorable one, because I was able to bring the whole family, not just my children, but my parents, my sister, my brother. Of course, my sister helped me with the expenses, but then this was the first travel that we were complete. Unfortunately, it has been the last, because my father passed away in January. It was very unfortunate, but I'm happy that it happened. We were able to experience for the first time as a family a cruise, going into a cruise and then snorkeling on a shipwreck in Queensland. And during those travels, of course, there will be experiences like playing golf, especially with my kids, swimming. And through that, I was able to develop myself again so much, mingling with people who are doing it very good in Australasia, in Saladmaster. And this is the day when I made the decision that I want to take it to the next level as a Saladmaster dealer. This was September 2017. I had a meeting with Mr. Ben Bowler, and he was my dealer. He flew from Melbourne here in Perth to talk to me about my plans. And during that time, I think I reached the level of, I want to take it to the next level. I want to be the boss this time. I want to be the one who will make decisions. I believe I can give more. I believe I can do more. And so that's what I did. And when I made that decision, I told you, when I think of something, when I put myself into something, I really plan. I really put a lot of hard work and effort to learn and to be prepared. So we made the decision that next year I'll be opening up my dealership. And so for the meantime, after that meeting, I said to myself, I have to develop myself. I have to make myself good so that, because I'll be the owner of the business, so that when people joined our company, they will realize it's a good company through me. So I had that feeling that I have to really develop myself. And so I went into my personal development journey. Another best decision that I did in my life. I won't talk about that journey in this video, but I think I'll give you a treat one day to talk about in detail how I developed myself. But yeah, I made that decision and it happened. September 2018, we opened up 5C Marketing. Why 5C? It's because my 3 children, my husband, and I, our names all starts with letter C, as projecting a business that will last 20 to 50 years, hopefully. And so I put my kids' name there because time will come, I know, 20 years maybe, 15 years, 20 years later, that they'll be stepping up and I'll be stepping down and they'll be managing the business. And I want them to know that they're part of the company. When we started the dealership, we had an agreement, my husband and I, to sell the grocery. And this is another learning. I know myself that I need to focus. If I enter into something, if I put myself into something, I have to give my 101%. The thing is, we only have 2 hands and we cannot handle too much. What I've seen through time with people that I trained, they try to handle so many things. They try to join other businesses and they try to hold it all together. With me, when we started the dealership, we sold the grocery. Even if it's growing and earning, we still decided to sell it. Why? Because we want to focus and give our 100% to our dealership. And that's what we did. And I think that's one of the best things we've done, because we're able to focus. If you try to hold so many things, some of it will fall down. And probably you will only give 50% here, 50% here, so then that's the same benefit you will be getting. But what we did, we put everything in the business, all our time, energy, effort, even the kids, they will come to the office to help sometimes during school holiday and managing of stocks. And my husband, in the meantime, if the stocks are coming in, he will come and help me. Customer service, we do visits, and my husband is in charge of that. So it was a good partnership. It was a good combination for us. In the meantime, me, I'm the one facing the people. I'm in the front end. We started with 2 employees. I have 1 part-time cooking show coordinator and I have 1 full-time finance officer. Another good thing that I did, because I want to free up my time so I can cook more. I'll be in the field. I'll be cooking a lot because that's where money is, to build up the capital. So I have employees in the office so that I can do whatever I want. I can do planning, strategizing for the business, Instead of me doing the bookkeeping, I can do that. I love accounting, and accounts is my job, but then I just prefer to leave it to someone so that I can do things that can make me more productive. The best position I believe in this world is to be in control of your life, and that is what Saladmaster dealership is giving to me. To be in control. I dictate what time I'm going for work because I have 3 employees there now. I dictate how much I'm getting as a salary. I'm getting salary from the company, and I dictate how much I'll be getting. This is the best part. I dictate who will be working for the company because I choose people who will work with me. I choose people with a good heart. I choose people that consultants can relate to. And you know, that is not very common if you're working for a company, because normally when you're working for a company, you might be encountering your co-workers. They're not working hard as you are. They're very lazy. You're not in control for that. Sometimes they're very, they don't have this good attitude towards people. They may be discriminating you or something. So in a employer-employee relationship, sometimes you're not in full control of what's gonna be happening and who are you gonna be working with. At the same time, this dealership, I do it my way. This is me. So like this video, this is what I wanted to do. I don't have to ask anyone. This is what I want. I want to share my story. I want you to meet me as the owner of 5C. And I want to share my story. So really, I look at it, dealership is very important to me because it's an expression of myself, and it's a reflection of myself. So whoever is in the dealership, whatever we do there, you can see me. As a dealer, we were able to travel more as a family. Thank God, before COVID, we were able to go to America. So we went to California, went to San Francisco, Los Angeles, Hollywood, those places that we just heard or saw in movies. We were able to go. Arizona, in Phoenix, in Las Vegas. We went to Chicago. We went to Canada to visit a dealer in Toronto. They've been doing it for 20 years, and they have been our inspiration. So we went there. It was a good 2019 for the family, but it's not, again, easy all the time. There will always be challenges, as I said. So is it easy being a dealer? It's not, but again, it's doable. There are some disappointments, challenges, but as long as you stay true to yourself and you treat people right, you have good intentions for people, regardless what happened, you will stood up and finish it successfully, I think. And we're so blessed every year. I'm happy to say that we qualify to the master dealer. Like in 2019, we became master dealer, which means it's a certain qualification that Saladmaster is doing every year to all the dealers around the globe. There's around 500, I believe, dealers. And if you become a master dealer, you will be part of the top 5% of all those dealers. So it's something to qualify for that. And they offered us free travel, but then the pandemic happened. We were able to qualify to go to Greece last April 2020, but then it didn't happen because of the lockdown. Hawaii should happen this November 2021, but then again, because of all this situation, the pandemic, the COVID, then I don't think it will be happening. But it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's the master dealer is a continuous thing that's happening. And the best part is 2020, when we experienced the pandemic. It's like everyone was so confused. We didn't know what to do. But I guess if you have a good product and a stable business, it can stand the test of time. We discovered virtual, and it made our business exceed even more. We actually sold more in 2020 than in 2019. And 2019 we became master dealer, but in 2020 we became elite master dealer. So we achieved more in the most challenging time, I think, of this generation. How's that? That's a real deal opportunity, isn't it? My main takeaway for you for this video is When opportunity knocks in your life, embrace it. Do not stay away from it. Grab it, as it might not come again. If we set a goal sometimes, and like me, I want to go to Australia, I want to land in an accounting job, but then an opportunity happens. An opportunity was opened up. And initially, it was just money, but then eventually, it turned into something bigger than money. It's more of like, I just want to share what I'm experiencing, and I want to share to people what I'm using, the product that I'm using, and the experiences that I'm having. I want people, other people to experience it too. That's why I'm making this video, so everyone can learn. Just be open. Just try. Do not overthink. Just be a very good student. Learn the process, learn the skill, and see what you can achieve. And if it's giving you what you need and what you deserve, then stay. But if it's not, then move forward and find for another opportunity. But I believe you need to find an opportunity in this lifetime, because there's so much that we can achieve. Yeah, we want good cars, we want a good house, we want better things in our life. But more than that, it's the experience of experiencing life. This is from the Saladmaster president. We have different classes, class A, B, or C. What kind of life do you think you and your family deserve? Class A, class B, or class C? Now, if what you're doing is that giving you that quality of life, then isn't that tantamount of saying that you need to look for an opportunity that can give you what you deserve? Opportunities in life is like coming to a botanical garden like this. They're like flowers. So like the tulips over there, there's a perfect time to come here when the tulips are blossom beautifully during spring or end of winter. So opportunities in life, there's also a perfect time when they come into your life. You just grab them, because time will come, it will be gone. So while it's there, while it's fresh, like the flowers, while it's here, this is the best time to come here, have a good pictures, because they're very beautiful, very colorful, and very fresh. But some people, opportunities, what I've seen in time, 7 years in the business, I've met a lot of people. They have so much potential and the opportunity is here, but then somehow they tried to procrastinate. Procrastination is an enemy to success. Don't do that. When an opportunity comes and presented to you, grab it and don't overthink. Just follow your heart and learn the process later. And in times of challenges, don't quit. You have to learn how to navigate the storms of your life in any business that you are dealing with, and just go with the flow until you can see the totality of it. So it will be up and down, up and down. So when you are down, wait till it goes up again. It will always be like that. And when you see the whole thing, that's the time when you can make a good judgment that is it for me or is it not for me? Not when you are down. Because when you are down, you're mostly emotional. You can't make good decisions. So that's my tip number 1 for you. Number 2, you have to learn how to focus. Don't try to carry so many things in your life. Learn to focus and do everything possible in that opportunity that you saw. And soon enough, you will get the same benefit. You will get 100% of that benefit. And when you recruit someone, when you bring people into the business, be responsible for them. Be responsible for their success. Help them, support them so they will get the same success as you are getting. And that's when you can get the full happiness, reward in this business, when you make people successful. Lastly, be hungry. There is so much that this world can offer to us, but you have to be hungry enough. Hungry for more opportunities, hungry for more income, hungry for more in life, but you have to always be willing to give more too. Because nothing is free in this world. If you want more, you have to be willing to give more too. But there's so much opportunity around. And be hungry for knowledge and information as well, because that's the key. The more you know in this generation, the more you will earn too. This is episode 3. And next week is our last episode. Next week, I'll be showing you and giving you a glimpse of the future, of my future dreams, plans, and aspirations. And also, I want to answer some of the comments. Some of people are putting comments and they have questions. I want to answer that on the last episode. And if you have questions, by all means, put it in there in the comments. Don't worry, I'm seeing all those comments and I'll be answering it very soon. And to those who are continuously supporting and watching our videos, giving us those good comments that they're loving it, it inspired them so much. Thank you so much. That's the goal. That's the goal. It's just to inspire, share our story, that hopefully some people might find it beneficial, that it can help them as well in their life, in achieving their goals and grabbing the opportunities that comes their way. Bye for now. See you again next week.